Okay. So this is the space, right? Oh, geez. Sorry. No, all good. I'm just like, okay. These are space. No, you're all good. Hey, Ryan, I think that that's open, those purple, if you want either of those. Um, yeah, would you mind waiting a little longer? Maybe like even like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. And just you can just like be practicing and walk out for a second, lock it, come back in. You're good here, and that purple spot over there is open if you want it. But this is great. You're great. Oh. That is the sound of my life. Okay, boo boo. I think I'm good. No, I'm gonna choose my. Okay. So actually, would you mind just disconnecting just so it doesn't like reconnect again and again? Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. That's excellent. Meow. Oh, oh. Okay. Bing bing. Yes, very good, very good. All right, my friends. You guys got so quiet. That was impressive. Um, hi, thank you for being here. I'm Katie, if you don't know me. Diane is here somewhere. She in here? She was the one that was at the desk as you came in. Um, she's doing my yoga teacher training right now. We'll talk about her while she knows, I'm just kidding. So Diane is going to be helping during this class, hold space and give hands-on adjustments. So I'll ask you at the beginning if you don't want to be touched, if you would rather not get hands-on adjustments, and me and Diane will both see, and then we won't touch you if you don't want to be touched. So we never take it personal. Sometimes you just don't feel like, you just feel like having your own space. So if that's how you feel today, please don't be shy. Yeah, and most of the time, we'll just be out of your way and let you practice. So thank you for being here. Let's just start. Let's just practice. Let's just do the thing. So, comfortable seated position. And if you have any last words you want to say to your neighbor, or no, I was just trying to say, be quiet. That's all. Stop talking. Shut your mouth. That's all. So go ahead and just come into seated meditation. So maybe you want to wiggle your body a little bit, even shake it out if you feel like you've got a little extra energy. And then eventually, just find stillness. So you can rest your hands anywhere that feels good to you, maybe in your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. So try not to look around the room with satellite eyes. Try not to look around at everybody, but start to bring your awareness more inward. And then let's just kind of drop in a little bit more with a few deep breaths together. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to hold in fullness. Maybe even find an extra little sip at the top. And then open your mouth, huge sigh of relief. Ah. Good. 2 more like that. Great big inhale. Fill up every little space. Hold. Extra sip. And then let it out your mouth. Ah. Good job, friends. 1 more, just like that biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Imagine you're waking up everything inside of you with this breath, with this prana, with this life force. Extra sip, or maybe even 2 this time. Open your mouth, let it out. Ah. Good job. All right, seal your lips now. And start to drop into ujjayi breath. So ujjayi is a Sanskrit word. It means vibrant. So vibrant breath that's powerful, it's dynamic, it's strong. But at the same time, ujjayi breath is slow and steady. It's actually calming for your nervous system. Your exhale is a little bit longer than your inhale. It's not rushed at all. So I love ujjayi breath as a complement to our flow yoga practice, because not only does it power you from the inside, but it also regulates and calms your nervous system. So what we are doing as we practice yoga, we're teaching our body that even though we're being challenged, even though it's hard or uncomfortable, or maybe even though we're bored, we can still take big, deep breaths, and we're still safe to feel whatever's flowing through. Everything is okay. So over and over again, just allowing whatever's present for you to have space to move through. And that's the yoga. So no matter what you do on your mat today, no matter what poses you do, see if you can just connect with what's going on inside of you. With your slow, deep, powerful breaths, tell your body that you can do hard things, that you can sit with discomfort, that you can sit with boredom or frustration even. So that is the practice. If you want to stay here a little bit longer, you're welcome to. If you want to come back to this place at any time throughout our practice, you're welcome to. If you're ready to begin moving, take this ujjayi breath with you and come forward to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. So from hands and knees, for a moment, just intuitively move any way your body feels like moving. So that requires letting go of how you look, letting go of your thinking, talking, judging mind. That voice that says, is anybody watching me? Do I look weird? Am I doing it right? That voice, for now, it gets to just fall away. This space, this container, is for you to move how you want to move, how your body wants to move today. So feel your spine, feel your low back, your mid back, your upper back, feel your shoulder blades, feel the tips of your shoulder blades, elbows, wrists, fingers. There are about 1 million ways you could explore your body just from hands and knees if you really pay attention. So think of an animal out there in the jungle. Imagine you are that animal, you are that 4-legged creature. You just woke up from a long nap and you're getting ready to move. You're getting ready to run through the jungle. How would you stretch? How would you warm up? Doesn't have to be yoga. And in your next few rounds, my friends, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. Very nice, my friends. Once you are back in your dog pose, keep exploring, keep feeling around. And then real quick, just a question from me and Diane to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you don't feel like being touched or physically adjusted, you just want to have your own space, give us one leg in the air to let us know. One leg in the air to let us know. Perfect, thank you. Now, if you have the desire to lift one leg just to stretch and explore, feel free. And then maybe the other. So be in your body, use your breath. Bless you. Nice job. In your down dog, friends, spread your fingers really wide, like you're gripping the ground with your fingertips. See if you can find a connection to your center that lifts you up out of your hands, out of your wrists. So use your strong core, use your strong breath. Take one more inhale into your down dog. As you exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat, and however you would like to get there, find your way, forward fold. Hang out for a few rounds in your fold. So invitation to bring your feet at least hips width distance apart for this first one, maybe even wider. All of your toes face directly forward. Little or even big bend in your knees is more than welcome. Relax your neck. Option for ragdoll, grab opposite elbows or fold your arms overhead and just let your body bob or sway or bounce. So in ragdoll, imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and you are like a ragdoll hanging from that rope. So your upper body is heavy, your head is heavy. If it helps, bend your knees more. See if you can bring your weight a little more forward into your toes and the balls of your feet. So your heels are on the ground, but if I came up to you from behind and tried to slide a piece of paper under your heels, you can lift them up without a problem at all. And then use your strong core to lift your butt just a little higher. Take one last round in your fold or in your ragdoll. Halfway lift position. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. Nice, Tara. Do that once more. Inhale, halfway lift. Stick your butt out. Lengthen. Awesome, JB. Exhale, bow and fold. And then this time, let's take it all the way up. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. High mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. You might bend your knees a lot as you dive. Feel a connection to your center. Beautiful. Halfway lift position, breathe in and lengthen. Nice. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and take it all the way back up. Heart leads, arms overhead as you inhale. Maybe you even gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Take it one more time like that. Maybe close your eyes, inhale, reach. So feel your body from the inside moving through space. Exhale, dive down. Beautiful breathing. Nice. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Find emptiness, connect to your center, and from that place, rise up. Inhale, arms overhead. Beautiful. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Okie dokie. We're going to add on. Inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, hands behind your back this time, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And for today, bend your elbows a lot and then suction cup your palms together. Now imagine your elbows are also magnetizing towards each other. Try to squeeze them closer. Now keep all of that and imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. So feel what's called muscle energy in your arms. See if you can keep it and start to reach your hands back away from your body. Might be a little, might be a lot. Take one more in breath and see if you can lift your chest up, tilt your chin up, little baby back bend. As you exhale, take a slow dive down. Keep your hands clasped. So hinge at your hips all the way down. Your neck relaxes at the bottom. Bend your knees more if it helps. Yes. See if you can use your core to lift your sit bones higher. If you are pressing your palms, and at this point that feels like just a bit much, you can let that part go. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back first, then release your clasp. Good job. Let your arms hang down. Stay there. Sorry. And give it a moment, maybe a little shaky shake. Come back to Ujjayi breath. Next inhalation, halfway lift position, realign. And exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position, top of a push-up. So spread your fingers, push the ground away. You can come to your knees if you'd like to modify at any time. Next time you inhale, little rock forward, so on your tippy toes. Exhale, lower just an inch or two, so bend your elbows a little bit. Inhale, straighten your arms and push back up, high plank. Do that again, but this time 2 or 3 inches, a little lower. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Yes, one more. Exhale, lower halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Yes, inhale, push up. Nice work, my friends. Exhale all the way to your belly for 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a back bend variation of your choice, heart opener of your choice. And then as you are ready, take it back to downward facing dog. All right, about 5 rounds of breath in your down dog. Feel free to move and explore in any way you want to. See if you can feel your strong shoulders. Feel that connection to your center. So that, again, that invisible rope attached to your belly button, it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Soft through your face, relax through your neck. Use your breath to hold and support you. You guys look awesome. Nice, strong down dogs. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. See if you can lift your hips a tiny bit higher. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you arrive, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Awesome. Okay, exhale, bow. And press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, arms overhead, high mountain. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, we'll build our flow now. Inhale, reach up. Pause, grab your left wrist with your right hand, turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. Keep a little bend in your elbows, so rather than trying to straighten your arms, imagine you're trying to pull your arms away from each other. So if you were to let go, your arms would slingshot apart. Now keep that, shift your hips towards the windows and pull your upper body towards the opposite wall. More weight in your left foot. Sometimes I even like to lift up to my right tiptoes. Keep your left shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. Imagine a crescent moon with your body and breathe into your long left side. Yeah, nice. Beautiful poses. Awesome, Trish. Take one more round. And as you inhale back through center, realign and switch your grip. So grab right wrist with left hand, right palm faces the windows, up and over. So more weight in right foot, hips go right as your upper body goes left. Maybe your left tiptoes reach out to the left. So if you try to create this with just your upper body, your range of motion is super limited. So start from lower body and then work it into upper. Breathe into your right waistline. Awesome work, my friends. Take one more round. Inhale, back to center, both feet on your mat. And as you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees and swing your arms back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Nice job. And roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe bring a bend into your elbows and try to squeeze your elbows towards each other behind your back and just see what happens. Do you feel your mid-back muscles a little bit more perhaps? You can stay here or balance challenge, float up to your tiptoes. So lift your heels as high as you can, but as you lift your heels higher, see if you can now lower your butt even more. Yes, keep your heart lifted. Back muscles strong. Nice, Erin. Take one more full round of breath. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain pose all the way up as tall as you can grow. You're good. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. Slow dive down. So bend your knees and stick your butt out. Feel your core. This is an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive. Nice work. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Breathe in. Good, Kim. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Take your vinyasa however you want to. You can skip it if you'd rather. Once you're back in down dog, big, spacious breaths. Ujjayi breath. And keep that, press that from there. That's it, yeah. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. And if you want to open your hip for a moment, that's perfectly fine, go for it. But then eventually, in your next couple of rounds, everybody square off your hips. Yeah, so with square hips, your hips face each other, your right hip faces down and slightly back. I do not care about height in your right leg. Go for length, strength, and power. Take one more big inhale and press up into your right foot. Nice job. As you exhale, right knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in and see if you can lift your waistline even higher. Exhale, step forward as soft as possible. Low lunge, and then rise up, crescent lunge. Nice width. So square hips, once again. Square hips, energetically pull your front hip back and your back hip forward. And as you pull front hip back hip forward, you should feel what's called your transverse abdominis fire up automatically. So it's your lowest, deepest abdominals. You draw your low belly, or you draw your navel, I should say, towards your spine just a little bit, and it almost feels like you have a brace around your middle. You want to feel nice and supported through your low back, and then heart lifts, maybe your gaze even lifts. Beautiful. Nice, Christina. Feel your pose, feel your breath. One more inhalation. As you exhale, hinge forward and reach back. So just like we did in our chair a moment ago, your arms are reaching back. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine and lift your heart. So rather than rounding and looking down at the ground, see if you can lift your gaze and let your heart follow. If you want to stay here, totally fine. Otherwise, root into your front foot and float your back foot up. Imagine you're trying to create a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel. Good. Hips stay square. Bend in the standing leg may be helpful. Take one last round. See if you can come back to crescent. Nice, Charles. Soft landing. Inhale. Good, Andrea. Exhale, hands to the earth. And we won't do this in our flow, but for right now, bring your back knee down gently. And then for a moment, we're going to go back and forth through half Hanumanasana, half splits, and this low lunge. So next time you inhale, see if you can let your hips move towards the ground and lift your heart. Maybe your hands come up. And as you exhale, hips go back, straighten your front leg. Back toes are tucked under. Inhale, come forward again. Let your hips move down. Let your heart lift up. And exhale, half split. Sit back, reach your right butt cheek back and fold. Do that a couple more times. Inhale. If you want, you can reach your arms up if you're feeling it. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Nice work. One last time with your own breath. Inhale brings you forward. Hips melt. And exhale takes you back. All right, this time, come forward into that low lunge again. And bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat, or maybe even onto the hardwood floor. Keep letting your hips move down and see if you can lift your heart up. So you can have your fingertips on the ground or even your hands on a block. And imagine you're trying to create a cobra with your chest. Let your right knee open out to the right, track towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in. Yeah, and if it helps, you can pivot your right toes out to the right a little bit. Good. Try not to put too much weight in your hands. So rather than putting all your weight in your hands, try to encourage your weight back into your hips and just use your hands for a little bit of support. Nice work. Last couple big, deep breaths. Yeah, I like the variations, you guys. Awesome, Eric. Okay, bottom of your next exhalation, walk your right foot back to midline so you're framing it. Lift your back knee so you're in a low lunge, and then pivot your back heel down, and we'll rise to a warrior two position. So cartwheel your arms up, take a moment to settle in. So right toes face directly forward, and left toes face directly to the left. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. So really wrap your front butt cheek underneath your body. You guys look so good, nice work. Next time you inhale, side angle posture, reach for the front wall. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach any further, just tip it over. Beautiful. So right hand towards the ground, or maybe right elbow to your right thigh. Just keep it nice and light. Left arm can reach straight up, or left arm might reach forward, bicep next to your ear, and lengthen your entire left side. Beautiful work, you guys. So your heart wants to look up. See if you can let it. If there's any variation you want to work into, feel free. Press into the outer edges of both of your feet. Breathe deeply. Awesome, Scott. Beautiful poses, friends. Next time you inhale, we're going to go for reverse warrior. So press into your feet. Come up through your warrior two. Reach up, reach back, lengthen your right side. Keep that deep bend in your right knee and keep tracking your right knee open towards your pinky toe. Yeah, so good. Breathe into your right side body. If you want to, just an option. You can grab your right wrist with your left hand. Give your right arm a little tug. See if you can create a little more space in your right side. Puff up through your right ribs. One last big deep breath. Nice job. Bottom of your exhalation, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Standing splits, right foot roots down, left leg floats up. So if you want to, you can hang out here. It is just a one-legged forward fold, nothing more. If you want to play with your balance, maybe right arm behind right leg. So hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee. If you want to play with handstand hops, you can start by lifting up to your right tiptoes, bend in your right knee, plant your hands firmly on the ground in front of you, gaze forward, and take little hops. Right leg is your springboard. You do not have to arrive anywhere. You can be playful. You can be curious. Feel whatever there is to feel, even if you're uncomfortable, even if you're bored, even if you're frustrated, let it move through. One more inhale, lift or hop. And exhale, forward fold, left foot comes down at the top of your space. Give your right leg a little shake out or whatever it wants. Reconnect to your breath. And I'm going to give you guys a choice. You can choose tiny little potato bug balls, so big toes touch, tuck and curl. Or if you'd rather, malasana, low yogi squat. So feet come out wide, heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. Up to you, wherever you choose to be there, breathe there, and feel. Big, spacious breaths. One more round. Next inhale, let's all meet in a halfway lift. So wherever or however you need to get there, spine long, parallel to the ground. On your next exhalation, forward fold, bow, empty out. Press into your feet and take it all the way back up. Arms reach, high mountain pose. Pause here as you reach up. Now notice, are you layering your ribs forward and sticking your butt out? Maybe, and if so, how could you be more in alignment? Maybe you're doing the exact opposite, your tailbone's tucking under and your shoulders are rounding. How could you be more optimal alignment for your own body? Nice job, friends. Root into your right foot. Float your left knee up, standing staff. Beautiful, flexion through your left toes. One more inhale here. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. Outer left ankle, top of right thigh. Swing your arms back and sit back. See if you can keep your heart lifted. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Sit your butt back and fold a little more. So upper body gets closer to lower body. If you want to stay here and hold, feel free. Otherwise, anywhere you want to go to explore for about 3 to 5 more breaths. And if you fall out, cool. Come back when you're ready. Amazing work, my friends. Next time you inhale, back to a standing staff position. So straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. If you want to, you could even extend your left leg forward. One more in-breath. Now listen, curtsy bow. Swing your left leg around, left toes off the right edge of your mat. Stick your butt out. Swing your arms back, bow. Extended leg, curtsy, legs stay the same. Inhale, reach up. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, one more, bow. Inhale, high mountain, so both feet on your mat, both arms up. And as you exhale, take it all the way down. Nice work, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, however you'd like to get to down dog. So vinyasa your way, or skip it. Once you're in down dog, reconnect, ujjayi. If you've lost it, fire it up. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. If you want to open your hip for a moment or explore for a moment, feel free. Eventually, next couple rounds, square hips. So a lot of times we can't lift our leg quite as high when our hips are square. I do not care anything about height. I care about length, strength, and power. So make your left leg powerful, strong. See if you can even feel the front of your left thigh, your quad muscle fire. Take one more inhale. Awesome, Scott. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Curl in around your spine. Stay here as you inhale. Lift higher through your waistline. Push the ground away. Step forward softly. Nice, Tiff. Crescent lunge. Beautiful, Amber. So square hips, all 10 of your toes face forward. And rather than going for depth, we're going for that happy medium in between flexibility and stability. So as you find your deepest lunge or your longest stance, then you hug back in towards midline and feel your strong foundation. You connect to your center. Your upper body then is your expression. You can grow into it. Breathe into it. Feel that brace around your middle, your lowest, deepest abdominals engaging, toning. One more in-breath. Beautiful work. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back, airplane lunge. So first, feel your strong back muscles, heart lifts. Gaze lifts, not because you're cranking your neck, but because your heart is lifting, your back muscles are engaging, hugging towards your spine. You can stay here if you want, or float your back foot off the ground, full airplane pose. Nice job. So go for that smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel, because you're lifting your heart with your strong back muscles, because you're lifting your heel with your strong inner thigh muscles. One last huge breath. Beautiful poses. See if you can land softly. Nice Brit. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Back knee comes down gently. So when we go back and forth through two poses like we are going to do, it's called Vinyasa Krama. So as we inhale, we're going to let our hips melt, lift our heart, maybe even reach our arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to take our hips back to our heel, straighten our front leg all the way to emptiness. Back and forth. You can move at your own pace. Move with your own breath. Inhale, lift your heart. Hips melt. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Flex your front toes. Yes, back and forth. It's all you. Feel your body. Feel your hips, your hamstrings, your toes. Nice width. Last couple. Trishi. Next time you are in the low lunge position, stay there. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your mat. If your back knee needs a little extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. Yes. And then see if you can lift your heart up a little bit more as you let your hips melt. You can pivot your left toes out to the left. You can even bring your left foot onto the hardwood floor. Try to let your left knee open out, traction out towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. Remember, not a lot of weight in your hands. So we want to put weight in our hands so that we don't have to feel our legs. Try to let the weight come back into your legs, even into your hips. Your hands are just there for a little bit of support. Nice reach. Take about 3 more breaths. You want last exhale, open your mouth, big sigh. Ah. Left foot comes back to midline, so frame your left foot with your hands. Lift your back knee up, and then pivot your back heel down with your 2 legs. Yes, windmill your arms up, Virabhadrasana 2, settle in. So your left toes face directly forward, right toes face to the right. You guys look so nice. Feel, is my front knee kind of collapsing in? Or is it tracking open? Get it to track open. So wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Next time you inhale, see if you can slide your rib cage, reach forward. So feel your rib cage slide as you reach. When you can't reach anymore, left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or right arm might reach forward, bicep next to your ear. Yes. If your left elbow is on your left thigh, perfectly fine as well. Wherever you are at, breath is there. Heart wants to look up. So see if you can create that action. Let it. One last round. You look good, Cece. Nice job. Next time you inhale, take it all the way up. Rise up, reverse warrior. So stay in your legs if you can. That deep bend in your front knee. If you need to give it a moment, straighten it out, then bend. Perfect. Take care of your body. Notice, is your back hip kind of jutting forward? Pull it back. Yeah. So draw navel to spine. It's that low, deep abdominis. Rather than pressing your back hip forward, see if you can plug the femur bone into the socket. Yes. If you want to grab left wrist, go for it. Last couple breaths. And next time, let's say bottom of your next exhale, just cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Standing splits. So left foot is your foundation, and you choose where you want to go. It can be different than you did on the other side. You can play with balance. You can play with handstand hops. You can play with Shiva squats. You can modify with a forward fold or a pyramid pose. So it's all you. Be in your own body. Listen to your own breath. Connect with it. Move it through every little space. Nice, Andrea. One more big inhale. Maybe reach your right leg higher. Maybe one last hop. Awesome, Andrea. And forward fold. Right foot to the top of your mat. Whatever your left leg wants, give it to your left leg. A little shaky shake. Maybe a little pedal out. Yeah. Maybe even step your left foot back for a second. Same options, tiny little potato bug ball or low yogi squat, malasana. And then if there's a variation you want to play with in either of those poses, feel free. So in tiny little potato bug ball, you could play with toe stand, in malasana, you could take a twist, you could reach your arms up, you could take cat-cow. Notice when you have time, is your tendency to go somewhere else in your mind and distract yourself? And if so, totally fine, it's perfectly normal, we're human. But just bring yourself back, feel your body again, feel your breath, feel your boredom, your frustration, let it move through. Nice job, last couple of rounds wherever you happen to be. Halfway lift is where we'll meet up. So all of your toes face forward, nice and long through your spine. In your halfway lift, everybody take one more inhale and see if there's any more length you can create. Exhale, fold. Let's rise all the way up. High mountain pose, arms overhead, check in. Are your ribs flaring forward? Is your tailbone curling under and are you rounding? Find neutral spine, neutral pelvis as best you can in your own body. Left foot is your foundation. Float your right knee up, standing staff. So focus your gaze on something in front of you that is not moving, your drishti. I know if you're looking at a white wall, it's really hard. Flexion through your toes. It's called dorsal flexion, so toes back towards your shin. One more inhale. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. So sit back, butt back. Outer right ankle, top of left thigh, arms reach back. So as you sit back, your weight should be mostly in your left heel. Yes, you can stay right here or explore, play, get creative, or maybe accidentally fall out 5 times and then come back in. Be playful and compassionate with yourself. That's your yoga. Good job, everybody. Slow, deep breaths, couple more. Standing staff, nice, Jamie. So rise, left leg straightens. If you want, you could extend your right leg forward, press through your heel. One more inhale. Exhale, curtsy bow. So use your right hip mobility, swing your right toes off the left edge of your mat, take a little bow. Inhale, keep your legs the same and reach up. Pull left hip back, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale one more time, bow. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms up. Take it all the way down into your fold. With your inhalation, lift halfway. And plant your hands, feet back. However you want to take your vinyasa. And then either end up in down dog or child's pose. Big, deep breaths. Maybe some open mouth sighs. So we will now flow one breath, one movement. And it doesn't mean we move so fast with momentum and forget about our breath. It means we actually do the opposite. We move really slowly, really intentionally with our slow, intentional, spacious breaths. And if at any time you feel like, I just want to do my own thing for a second, I just want to take a little break for a second, that is absolutely fine. So we're going to go through that entire sequence now. One breath, one movement. We've got a couple rounds through. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog pose. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. All right, great big inhale, push the ground away, lift your hips even higher. And exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Spinal extension, lift halfway. Lengthen through the back of your neck and sides of your neck. Exhale, fold. Take it all the way up, rise, arms overhead, breathe in. Hands to your heart center, breathe out. Okie dokie, my friends, let's flow. Inhale, high mountain, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch, hips go towards the windows, upper body towards the opposite wall. Through center as you inhale, switch your grip. Other side, like a crescent moon with your body, more weight in your right foot, all the way to empty. Inhale, center. And exhale, chair plane or option to float to tiptoes, heels high. Maybe you stay on your tiptoes, high mountain, as tall as you can possibly grow. Yes, possibly stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. It's a huge balance challenge. Use your core. Yes, let your legs shake. It's okay. Halfway lift, heels on the ground, lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana. Keep your exhale going. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Thanks, Jamie. Right leg high, breathe it. Use your breath, use your strong core. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Beautiful. Inhale, rise, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Yogi's choice, exhale, airplane lunge, or float your back foot up, full airplane pose, up to you. Land softly if you can, back to crescent, breathe in. Thanks, Andrea. Exhale, hands to the earth, listen here. Pivot your back heel down, warrior two, inhale, rise. Side angle pose, exhale, reach forward as far as you can, and then tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Stay in your legs, reverse warrior, inhale. So legs don't move, but your upper body reaches up and back. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, standing splits, or got time for one little handstand hop if you want it. Forward fold, step down. Straight into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold, nice tiff. Press into your feet, rise. Inhale, arms reach up and left knee floats up. Flexion through your toes. Exhale, figure four with your legs, chair plane arms, sit low, butt reaches back. Inhale, come back to standing staff, option to extend left leg. And then take your bow, curtsy bow. So swing your left leg around, bow it out. Inhale, keep your legs the same and extend, reach high. Squeeze inner thighs. Exhale, another bow. Yes, beautiful, love it. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat. And exhale, dive all the way down and fold. Lift halfway, inhale. So much length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high, breathe in. Use your strong core, left foot steps through softly, good Steves. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. And exhale, your choice, airplane lunge and slide, full airplane. Nice work. Come back, soft landing if possible. Good, Erin. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pivot your back heel down. Rise, warrior two. So hips are now open. Try not to shoot your back hip forward. Keep it plugged in. Exhale, side angle. Press into the outer edges of your feet. All the way to emptiness, and then stay in your legs, reverse, all the way up and back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your hands down. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, standing splits, or go for your handstand hop. Yay! Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful, halfway lift, breathe in. And fold, breathe out. Press into your feet. Let's rise all the way up. Right knee lifts as you reach up. And figure four, chair plane arms, sit back. Weight in your left heel. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend right leg. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Woo. Exhale, curtsy bow. Yes, inhale, extended leg curtsy. And take another bow. Think to yourself, I am amazing. Inhale, high mountain pose. Yes, take it all the way down into your fold. Lift halfway, breathe it. Lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, find your way, however you want, downward facing dog. Yes. Give yourself a moment in down dog. If you'd rather take a child's pose, fine with me. We're going to go through that sequence one last time. I'm going to add a few more things. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Just like you have been doing this entire practice. Stay present. Listen to my cues. Think of them as invitations. So take what works and leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale, push the ground away, hips super high. And exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Rise up, high mountain pose, inhale. And hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, last round, inhale, reach up. Either grab your left wrist or you can switch it up if you'd rather. Exhale to your right side, side body stretch all the way to empty in your breath. Through center as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, other side, use your entire exhale all the way to emptiness. Inhale, back up. Listen. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Puff up your chest. Yes, beautiful, Christina. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now, exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Option to lift to tiptoes if you want. Option to stay on tiptoes if you want. High mountain. As tall as you can grow. Yes, maybe stay on tiptoes. Dive down. So use your core. You can bend your knees. Yes, nice job. Halfway lift. Heels on the ground as you lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Okie dokie, listen. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Stay and hold. Or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away. Awesome, Charles. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Right leg long. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Maybe you even bend your elbows, add a little push up. Inhale, back up. Amazing. Now everybody, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Step forward so softly, low lunge. Rise, crescent lunge. Breathe in. And breathe out. Airplane lunge or one more time. Fly on this side. Come back, soft landing. Crescent. Nice, Kim. Inhale. Hands to the earth. Exhale. And pivot your back heel down. Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe in and rise. All right, listen. Exhale, side angle pose. Stay in side angle or move into a half moon. So right hand reaches forward. Maybe you've got a block you want to take with you. Back foot floats up. Yes, squeeze through your outer right butt cheek and see if you can open your hips even more. Open your heart even more. If your back leg is lifted, it's strong and powerful. Awesome. Take one last round in your personal fullest expression of your pose. We're going to meet back in a warrior 2. So slowly, softly, left foot to the back of your mat. Take a moment to settle in. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen your right side. Now listen, exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, take all of your toes and face them towards the windows. Arms to the sky, inhale. Maybe you can take a nice swan dive down, or maybe you take a counterclockwise swirl down. Go ahead and find the forward fold and be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. So you can either hang out in your fold, breathe, or you can play in some other way, maybe with a twist, maybe with skandasana, maybe with headstand, or even handstand hops. Sometimes I like to just bend and straighten my legs a few times. Is your breath still there? Is your awareness still here on your mat, in your body? If not, come back. Last breath or two in your wide-legged straddle position. All right, bring your fingertips or your hands to the ground if they're not there already. So bend your knees as needed. And then we're just gonna crawl our hands to the top of our space, come back into a low lunge. Coming back into our flow, inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. Exhale, forward fold, top of your space. Halfway lift, realign your spine really long. Exhale, fold, rise all the way up, high mountain pose. Lift your left knee. Now listen here, my friends, we're gonna move into an eagle posture this time. So left knee on top, left elbow underneath. As you are ready, sit back, left knee on top, left elbow underneath. Wrap your arms together. If it's a bit too much to wrap your arms, you can grab hold of the backs of your shoulders instead. Squeeze your legs and sit back. Yes, nice long spine. Tone your low belly, feel that brace around your middle. Lift your elbows up and away from your body. Beautiful work, last breath. Awesome, Amber. Standing staff, unwind everything. Inhale. You can extend left if you want. Curtsy bow, exhale. Inhale, extended leg curtsy, lots of length. Square your hips. One more time, take your bow. High mountain pose. Inhale, lots of length. And hinge at your hips, dive down slowly into your fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips. Inhale your left leg high. Hold right here if you prefer, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Try not to sink your hips. Inhale, back up. Yes. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit, maybe add a little push-up. Amazing. Inhale, back up. Nice breath. Now, everyone, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Step through super soft, low lunge. Crescent lunge. Breathe in and rise. One more time. Airplane lunge or fly. Full airplane. Heart lifts. Back muscles strong. And come back, soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to ground. You're doing great. Back heel pivots down. Warrior two. Rise. Virabhadrasana two. Side angle posture with your exhale. Reach forward, tip it over. Now you can absolutely choose to stay in side angle, work it in some way, or balancing half moon. So reach your left hand forward. Maybe you take a block with you. Nice, Jessa. Keep squeezing through your outer left hip. It's called your medial glute. It's so hard for us to engage for some reason. So squeeze your outer left glute and let your hips open a little more. Back foot is active, back leg is strong. It's like you're karate kicking with your back leg and then it got frozen in space. Take one last huge breath. Awesome. See if you can land softly in warrior two if you're balancing. Everybody, warrior two. Take a moment to settle in, adjust if needed. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Lengthen left side. Exhale back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So take all of your toes and turn them towards the right side of the room. Arms to the sky, breathe in. And take it all the way down as you breathe out. Wide-legged forward fold. Once again, anywhere you would like to take this. Stay in your body. Stay with your breath. Stay with sensation. Okay, Samantha. Last couple, my friends. So if you're working somewhere, begin to wrap it up. And then hands or fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. So bend your knees if you need to. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Come back into a low lunge, low lunge. We'll come back into our flow. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, step down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise, arms to the sky, and right knee floats up, standing staff. Remember, eagle pose this time, Garudasana. So as you're ready, right knee on top, right elbow underneath. Wrap your legs, wrap your arms. If you can't get the arm wrap, grab the backs of your shoulders. If you can't get the second wrap of your toes around your calf, nobody cares except for you. So let it go. Just keep your toes active. Squeeze your inner thighs, lengthen your spine, tone your lowest, deepest abdominals, and feel that brace around your middle. See if you can lift your elbows just a tiny bit. Breathe in between your shoulder blades. One last round. Nice, Jamie. Inhale, standing staff, unwind everything. Option to extend right leg forward. And take your bow, curtsy bow, exhale. I am amazing. Thank you very much. Inhale, reach up, extended leg curtsy. One more time, bow. Good job. You are amazing. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, dive down, nice and easy. Forward fold. All right, stay with me, my friends. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Pause in your plank position. Vashisthasana, right hand is your base, side plank. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Nice, Charles. Left arm to the sky. If you want to bring your right knee down, awesome. I do not care. So it is your variation, your personal fullest expression. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips really, really high. That'll help take weight out of your wrist and your shoulder. Maybe left arm reaches forward, lengthen left side. Maybe left arm reaches forward. Variations, welcome. One last huge full body breath. And then slow motion to the other side. So come through your plank. You are almost there. You are so much stronger than your mind wants you to think. Left hand is your base. Baby toe edge of left foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or left knee can come down. Nice, Tiff. Lift your hips. So let your left side obliques do most of the work. Right arm forward. Awesome, Ryan. Right leg up, or variations, more than welcome. So what is your fullest expression of this pose? Feel like, not look like, but feel like in your body. Last big breath. Yay, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, find your strength first. Slowly lower for 3, 2, 1, all the way to your belly. Okie dokes. Yeah, maybe a big sigh. We're gonna stay low and just relax here. Turn your head to the left. Shoulder pigeon. So right arm to the right. You might have to scoot your body if you don't have enough space. Scoot your body to the left side of your mat a little bit. But right arm out to the right, palm face down, and then roll up onto your right side. So your hand comes straight out from your shoulder. Yeah. Not above or below, but straight out. So right arm straight out behind you, not cactus, not goalpost. If you cactus or goalpost your arm, that's fine. It's just gonna make it a lot more intense. Right arm straight out behind you. So you're reaching for the right side of the room with your right arm. Yeah, it's not reaching forward. You're not relaxing your head on your arm. It's reaching behind you. Your head is relaxed on the ground or a block. Left foot can come behind you like a little kickstand, or sometimes I like the variation of hand to big toe pose. So you can grab hold of your left big toe with your left peace fingers and extend your left leg straight up. Just an option. Some people like a quad stretch. Some people like little hand massage from the person behind them, little tickle. I'm just kidding. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. Big, deep breaths. Thank you for making space for each other. Last couple of rounds, maybe sigh it out your mouth. Then ease your way back to your belly. For a moment, turn your head the opposite direction and just do whatever feels good with your arms, maybe down by your sides, palms face up. Maybe you scrunch your arms in towards your sides, bending your elbows. Maybe you even make a little pillow for your head, palms stacked one on top of the other. Rest your forehead down. Yeah. Option to just kind of shimmy your hips side to side, or windshield wiper your shins side to side. Breathe down into your low back. All right. Most of you already have your head turned to the right. If not, turn your head to the right. And then shoulder pigeon with your left arm. So you might scoot your body over to the right edge of your mat if you need to. Same thing we just did on the other side. So left hand is reaching back towards the windows. Palm is facing the ground. Yeah. And I saw some of you doing cactus with your arms last time. That's awesome. It's just going to be more intense. So it'll bring the stretch more into your pectoral. Palm faces the ground and try to press with your fingertips as you roll up onto your left side body. Right foot can come to the ground behind you and you can use it as leverage. So take it as deep or keep it as shallow as you want to. Maybe you want to take that hand to big toe variation or a quad variation. Maybe you want to reach your right arm up and back like you're trying to touch the backs of your hands together. Your head is relaxed either on a block or on the ground, so no straining through your neck. Breathe as big as you possibly can. See if you can take your breath into spaces that you didn't even know existed. See if you can use every exhale to relax or soften around the pose in some way. Nice job. When you feel pretty even on both sides, I'll leave it up to you. So please take your time. When you feel pretty even, just come back to your belly and turn your head the other direction again. No rush. Same thing once you are on your belly. You can give your hips a little shaky shake. Contraction through your spine. Just by feeling around, maybe windshield wipers through your shins. Yeah. Maybe you even want to try egg beater with your shin. So like you're taking your feet in opposite directions at opposite times, little circles, like an egg beater, like you're throwing them into a mixing bowl. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like rubbing your belly and patting your head. Breathe into your low back. We're going to take a belly back bend now. So forehead to the ground, arms down by your sides. Exhale all your air out. And inhale, lift everything up that you can. Lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs. Hug in with your inner thighs, locust pose. Squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. Here are your options. You can stay here, you can interlace your fingers, or you can take full floor bow, bend your knees, reach back and grab hold of your feet or your ankles. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs to stay out of low back. Hug in to stay out of low back. Yes, lift using the strength of your back body. Lift, 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 lift. Breathe down into your belly. Hug in with your inner thighs. Hug in, CC. Exhale, release. Yes. Ah. Head can go either way. If any movement feels good, go for it. But this time we're gonna find our way to down dog. So maybe you wanna move through a child's pose or some cat cows. Your next, let's say 5 breaths. Downward facing dog. If a big open mouth sigh would feel good, go for it. Ah. And if you're not there already, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Everybody peel your right hip open. So again, bend your knee and it's that medial glute, your outer right glute squeezes. See if you can feel it squeeze and use it to lift your knee up. Stay here or option to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind you, nice and easy. Right arm reaches forward or right hand could come behind your head. Puff up your chest, lift your hips, breathe down into your belly. Last big, huge full body breath. Come back, 3-legged down dog, right leg high. So take a moment and re-extend your right leg if you need to. You can set it down, re-extend. We're moving into pigeon pose. So as you are ready, pigeon pose, right shin forward. Gently set your body down. Get your right knee nice and wide. And then pull your right butt cheek back and up. Keep that as you bow forward. That, yeah. So as you're bowing forward, you're continuing to pull your right butt cheek back and up, that little engagement of your lowest, deepest abdominals. So rather than feeling like your belly is just hanging down and you're kind of bowing through your low back, hyperextending, navel to spine connection, and feel that connection to your center. Feel the stability of this pose first, and then soften around it. Big, deep breaths, about 5 to 7 more. Yeah, and if you want to take this in a different variation in a seat on your back, go for it. So especially if you are a person that can just easily plop your right butt cheek down, try not to do that. So lift your right butt cheek up, pull it back, and then take your heart forward. That is your pose. Yeah, so good. Good adjustments, you guys. Pull back up even more. Can you bring your knee up? Yeah, and then keep your butt back like that. That's your pose. Yeah, you can go further as long as you can keep your butt just there. Yeah, so don't collapse. Like I can feel you trying to. Yep, that's it. Good. And then to go deeper. Good job. All righty, my friends. Last big, huge breath. Lift your upper body. And we're actually going to come into a seat. So now you can collapse over to your right butt cheek and swing your left leg around. If you feel like your right leg wants to be straight for a second, give it a little straighten, maybe give your legs both a little shake. And then from here, we're going to take, let's see, our right foot to the outside of our left thigh. So right foot outside of left thigh. So we're continuing to work with our right hip. And if you would rather have your left leg extended in front of you, that's perfectly fine. Try to get to a place where you can feel your sit bones both on the ground. Hug your knee in and sit up tall. Reach your right arm up and get even taller. Inhale. Now exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. Try not to put too much weight on your right hand, but just use it instead to help you sit up really, really tall. And if you want to, you can use your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. You can take the bind if it's in your practice. Ah. Nice work. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Nice job. Last couple of breaths. Okay, watch this. This is so much fun if you let it be. Okay, so if you have your left leg extended, you're gonna bend your left knee, and then it's like a ninja move. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn to my left side, and I'm gonna lift my butt up, continue walking my hands around. Woo, I made it. I'm on the other side. If it doesn't happen for you, you can get here however you want. That was just fun. All right. So if you're confused, it's left foot to the outside of right thigh, right heel towards left butt cheek, or right leg extended. Hug your knee and get really tall. Left arm up, inhale. And exhale, twist, left hand behind you. Broaden through the front of your shoulders, collarbones. Yeah, and if you want to work your right elbow, latch it to the outside of left knee, or even bind the pose, feel free. Big, deep breaths. All the way down to your belly. Ah. Last couple. All right, friends. End of your exhalation, unwind. And from here, just uncross your legs, both legs forward, give them a little shaky shake, or maybe you want a couple windshield wipers. We're going to find our way back to down dog, so you can please feel free to take your own journey back. If you want to come with me, option for boat pose, balance on your sit bones, and lift your heart up. So you can have your knees bent. You can grab the backs of your thighs or bring your hands behind you if you need extra support. You can stay here, or one more inhale here. As you exhale, low boat. So everything hovers above the ground. Draw your low belly down and squeeze. Inhale, high boat, lift. Yes, exhale, low boat. Draw low belly down, press low back down. Inhale, lift. Two more. Exhale, lower, hover, squeeze. Ah, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, lift. And then this time, cross your ankles. You can either plant your hands and step back. If you want to play, hop back, crow pose, then hop back. All you, see you in down dog, vinyasa or not. Ah, walk it out. All right, left leg to the sky, inhale. Peel your hip open, bend your knee, squeeze your medial glute. Lift your knee higher, stay right here. Awesome, Samantha. Or flip your dog on this side. Left foot comes down. Nice, Charles. Nice, Andrea. Left arm forward. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Beautiful, Scotty. Nice, Cece. One last huge breath. Those of you in the back bend. Ah, come back. Awesome, Jessa. Left leg extends, and in your own time, pigeon pose with your left shin at the top of your space. So take your time to set yourself up. A few of you I gave adjustments to last time, and I lifted your hip up and back. See if you can find it on this side without me. I know it feels weird. It feels like you're coming out of the pose. What you're actually doing, you're plugging the left femur bone into the hip socket. So instead of just hyper extending and exploiting your hypermobility in your joints. Now you're stable and strong in your joints and you're safely stretching the muscles. A lot of times when people get injured in yoga, it's actually just because they didn't know any better. Nobody told them any different. So start to get curious. When somebody gives you a cue and you're like, I don't know about that, just get curious about it, feel it. What feels different? What does stability feel like in pigeon pose? What does that little tone of your low belly feel like, that tone around your middle, that brace? So how can you be more efficient in your body? Not how can you go as deep as you possibly can every single time, but how can you give your body what it actually needs, not just today, but even over the long term. So we're going for sustainability of our practice, ideally, in my opinion, at least. Good. Give yourself a few more rounds. Open mouth sighs at any time. Ah. Last couple of breaths. Ah. All right, bottom of your next exhale, ease your upper body back upright. And once again, we will come into a seated position. So sit over onto your left glute, swing your right leg around, and let's just extend both legs for a moment. Give them a little shake out. This time, I will give you a few options. So option for cow face pose, which is quite a bit for the hip. So if it's too much for you, then please don't feel like you need to take it. So cow face is knees. We'll start with left on top of right, knees stacked on top of each other like this. Sometimes it helps me to come forward to tabletop and then sit back again. So cow face is this. You could also take double pigeon, fire log pose. Or if you're like, nah, no thank you, you could go for another twist. Or you could even lay down on your back and take a supine pigeon variation if you'd rather. Hopefully you can find something in those options that works for you. And if none of those options work for you, then just do you. Do your thing, whatever your body is calling for. If you are in cow face pose and your left knee is stacked on top of your right knee, see if you can move your feet further away from your glutes so your shins start to get a little closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat. And then only if you want to, option to add cow face arms. So it would be left arm up, bend your left elbow, reach your right hand behind you. Maybe you can clasp. And then only if you're clasping, start to bow forward. Take about 3, 4, 5 more big deep breaths wherever you're at. Actually, at least 5. Amazing. Soften with your exhales. Last couple. All right, if you have your cow face arms, slowly let them go. If you're folded forward, slowly lift up. You can either choose to just switch your legs, or if you're in cow face or double pigeon, you could play with that funky transition. So you just bring your hands to your right side, keep walking on, lift your hips, and then you'll end up with your right knee on top. So if you're going for a cow face variation, right knee on top, Right arm up, back, left arm behind. And try to keep your ankles strong. Try not to let them twist or sickle in all those variations. If you're in cow face, yeah, you can work your shins perhaps a little closer to the front edge of your mat. If you're on your back, wonderful. Maybe you want to rock a little back, a little bit side to side. Wherever your body feels tight, wherever it feels stuck, send your breath there. Visualize your breath moving into those spaces. So good. You are amazing. About 3 or 4 more deep breaths. Soften your face, soften your jaw, soften your outer shell. What would that even feel like? If you have cow face arms, slowly release your arms. If you're folded forward, slowly lift back up. And uncross your legs. Legs come forward, either a little shaky shake or a few windshield wipers. You can, if you feel like just plopping down onto your back, go for it. If you want one last little bit of core, boat pose. Lift your heart, balance on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. Yes. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Hover and squeeze everything. Draw low belly down, press low back down. Inhale, high, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, low boat. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hover, empty out. Inhale, high. 2 more. Exhale, low, all the way to empty, strong. Brace around your middle. Inhale, high. Exhale, low, hover, 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 stay here. Hover, 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 hover. And let everything go. Lie down on your back. Woo. Might feel good to take your arms overhead. You might also get a little tickle on your toes. And then eventually, my friends, just hug your knees toward your belly and take a little rock side to side. Just nice, nurturing little rock. And after a few rocks, happy baby pose. In your happy baby, it might feel good to extend one leg and the other leg, kind of like you're pulling on a bow and arrow. You could also extend both at the same time. You could explore bringing the soles of your feet together and opening your knees wide, or extending both legs and bringing your legs together, almost like a plow variation. So a few breaths in happy baby, and then about 10 to 15 breaths wherever you want to go to complete your personal practice today. So anything else your body wants. Anything else your body needs, go there. Does not matter if it's a yoga pose. And if you feel ready for Shavasana, you can go there right now. No need to wait. So eventually that's where we will all meet up, just our final relaxations. You can start to let your breath dissipate. You can start to let your body take over again and just breathe you. And you can really start to give all of your weight to the ground, to the earth. Really let yourself be held. So as you settle into your final relaxation, I will read to you. This is one of my all-time favorite readings by one of my all-time favorite writers, Jeff Foster. So take what works, leave the rest behind. It says, this is called a yogi of broken dreams. Do not worship a bearded old man in the sky or a graven image in a book. Worship the in-breath and the out-breath. Worship the winter breeze caressing your face, the morning rush on the subway, the simple feeling of being alive, of never knowing what is to come. See God in the eyes of a stranger. See heaven in the broken and the ordinary. Worship the ground on which you stand. Make each day a dance with tears in your eyes as you behold the divine in every moment. See the absolute in all things relative, and let them call you crazy. Let them laugh and point. For you are a yogi of traffic jams and discarded apple cores, aloneness and impossibly blue winter skies. A yogi of broken dreams, mad with truth and devotion and inexplicable joy. And you cannot be saved now. So these last few moments, friends, just let your body relax and take in all the sounds, all the vibrations, and just let them flow through your entire being. Feel the aliveness moving through you, all that energy inside of you. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just start to come back to your physical body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. May feel good to give yourself a little bit of self-massage, your forehead, your temple, your neck, your jaw. And also might feel really nice to rub your hands together, build some heat, and press your palms on top of your eyes. Maybe notice what you see behind your eyelids for a moment, colors, shapes, darkness. And then eventually either side, fetal position, just take one last moment, resting, curling into yourself. And just imagine, visualize in some way, shape, or form that makes sense to you in your imagination. Just visualize all the energy of your practice, anything that came through for you. Visualize it just seeping in, soaking in, integrating in, becoming a part of you. And using your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began, like nothing ever happened. So notice as you come into your seat, do you feel a little different? Maybe, maybe not, no judgment, just observation, curiosity. Gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands, palms pressed, or palms pressed to your heart, one on top of the other, you choose. An invitation to close with one big collective Om. So Om is technically 3 sounds. It's Ah, O, and So try to worry less about how your voice actually sounds and focus more on how it feels to let your own vibration move through you and express out your mouth. So start by emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. Fill up with your voice, inhale. And open your mouth big and wide. Oh. Thank you so, so very much, everybody, for being here, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, my friends, thank you so very much. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Ruby's sick, so send her your good energies. What? Yeah, she's not feeling well. I hate it. Hey, sorry I stole your bolster. Did you want it? It was just kind of like in the way, so I just got it. Yeah, but then I was like, I was gonna give it back to you for Shavasana, and I totally forgot. Okay, another one down, you guys. Did it. You're so welcome. It's great.